Hello, welcome to HITC Sport. What's the point? Literally, what is the point of football? We have anything? Anything? Good great, is it not enough that I was forced to watch Euro 2020 as a neutral? That even the farmers from North Macedonia had a dog in the fight? But me? No, is it not enough that I was forced to sit through 11 straight hours of Stephen Kenny football without seeing a single goal? 11 hours. That's the length of a flight from London to Jamaica. Can you imagine how many bathroom breaks there'd be in that? And it gets even worse. In our last match, we lost a World Cup qualifier in Dublin to Luxembourg. That's it. There's no coming back from that embarrassment. After that match, I felt like biting off a chunk of my own tongue. But last night, we nearly pulled off the greatest result in the history of Irish football. Travelling to Portugal, bringing a midfield two of Jeff Hendrick and Josh Cullen to a battle with Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva. No, that's like going to war with the Royal British Navy, armed with nothing but a pencil and a pair of water wings. We've got strikers from Brighton and Norwich on the pitch. I'm guessing the likes of Pepe and Ruben Diaz eyed them up as if they're a couple of potential steak sandwiches. I mean, Pepe is nearly 40 and still being told to mark Aaron Connolly. Sure, it's like being told to babysit a blow-up doll. Just remarkably easy. At club level, Diogo Jota is here to replace Roberto Firmino. Aaron Connolly is replacing Glenn Murray. And to be honest, he looks like something out of Westlife. Portugal had a front line of Rafa Silva, Jota and Ronaldo, and we were looking at Jamie McGrath for a spark. You know, a 24-year-old winger from St. Mirren? Does that not show the gulf in class? You've got a 6-time Ballon d'Or winner in your side. We've got a kid from County Meath. We had Andrew Bailey on the pitch, playing over an hour of football. Fair play to the kid. He was great. But this is only the 10th career match in professional football at men's level that he's ever played in his life. And it was up against Ronaldo. Does that not show you the gulf in class? And right now, every man, woman and child are queuing up to lick the toes of Ronaldo. I mean, that's the only story coming out from this Ireland-Portugal game. Not that we were 1-0 up for 40 minutes. Not that this was one of the greatest Irish performances ever seen. No, instead the media is...
Ronaldo's become the international record goal scorer, isn't he great?
Listen, don't get me wrong, Cristiano Ronaldo is a footballing monster. One of the greatest to ever play the sport. I mean, obviously, he's got 5 Ballon d'Ors and 5 Champions Leagues. I mean, the man's a footballing freak. Remember that 42-goal season he got in 2008? A lot of people thought he wouldn't repeat that. Wouldn't repeat it. He was only 6 goals shy of that number last season, and he's 3 years off 40. Chris, look at some other Ballon d'Or winners. Ronaldinho, when he was 31, he was being offered a contract at Blackburn Rovers. I mean, for an undisputed world great, you might as well have offered him a part-time toilet cleaning gig down the local Wetherspoons pub. I mean, he was never going to say yes. So the fact that Ronaldo is still a world beast, it's incredible, but I'm sorry, I'm Irish, okay? And right now, there is bitterness bubbling in my throat. So you'll excuse me if I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes blinded by rage.
Congratulations, Cristiano, on becoming the highest goal scorer in international football history. A truly wonderful achievement. Need a winning goal in the last minute? Hold my beer, water bottle, smirk face.
He even had the Guinness Book of World Records chiming in.
Congratulations, Cristiano!
Oh yes, a company who hand out medals to your fat cousin for eating 316 chicken nuggets in one sitting. Oh yeah, getting online applause off those people. Bit like receiving a birthday card from your weird neighbour who constantly sniffs your doormat. You're probably gonna want to stick that one in the bin.
Breaking! Cristiano scores twice for Portugal and becomes the greatest goal scorer in international footballer. He is indisputably the GOAT.
He's even got Piers Morgan chipping in, who's evidently taking time out from a morning routine which must consist of what? I'm guessing dipping cheeseburgers in milk whilst burning photos of Meghan Markle. But the most important fact is, Ronaldo shouldn't have even been on the pitch. That record should not have been broken last night. Yes, conceding a penalty after 9 minutes, and Jeff Hendrick decided to leave his brain on the coffee table, sliding into trip Bruno Fernandes up in the box. That wasn't great, but then Ronaldo, frustrated at the VAR check that was going on, decided to punch Dara O'Shea. I'm sorry, is that allowed in the sport now? Of course the referee didn't send him off. I mean, this was some Slovenian referee who probably wanted a selfie for his kids in the dressing room toilets. Yes, O'Shea tried to put Ronaldo off by rolling the ball away. That wasn't great. But so what? He's a cabbage centre half from West Brom. Ronaldo, why are you so easily letting him get inside your head? When you were lifting your 5th Champions League, he was winning promotion to the National League North with Hereford United. Yeah, this is a guy who'd go on to share a pitch with Ronaldo. He looks like he's on an Irish stag do in Berlin. Like he's just come straight from drinking 3 pints of Guinness out of a dog's arse crack. But Chrissy, if he wants to nudge the ball away, so what? Why are you getting so offended by this? Just pick the ball up and slam it into the back of the net. And this just smacked of petulance.
Oh, how dare he roll the ball away from me! This mustn't go unpunished!
Grace, who are you, Henry VIII? I mean, Jeffrey Baratheon, who kept slapping his mother in the face? The great Cristiano Ronaldo is massively overreacting. It's such a nothing slight. Ronaldo, calm down. What, if your housemaid refuses to iron your socks? What, do you then just slap her in the teeth? You'd swear O'Shea had just grabbed your nutsack or twisted your nipple until it turned blue. No, none of that. This wasn't even a Marco Materazzi thing where you compared the face of your sister to a constipated Labrador. Or something. It was 15 years ago, I forget. Listen, I respect Ronaldo, of course, but I don't care how rich or famous you are. If you strike someone on a football pitch, you deserve a red card. I mean, look at Anthony Martial against Eric Lamela last season. But oh no, this referee couldn't be spoiling Ronnie's big day. Oh no, it's fine. Beat up as many West Brom defenders as you like, Chris. Maybe next month you can take a trip to Birmingham and poke Carl Bartley in the eye. Although honestly, good old Dara from Dublin. This man who admitted he was starstruck when he first met John O'Shea because he was a boyhood Man United fan growing up. I mean, you just know he had posters of Ronaldo on his wall, but because he's not Kylian Mbappe and instead has the first touch of a dying goldfish, the media don't really care. So when Ronaldo was lifting the Champions League with Manchester United, O'Shea was a 9-year-old boy probably squealing at the telly. So the fact he's grown up to have his idol slap him in the face, good Christ, he probably won't wash his cheeks for a month. I wouldn't be surprised if he slices off a chunk of skin and sells it on eBay. I mean, don't get me wrong, there'll be weird people out there who pay big money for it. Good Christ, someone just spent £1 million on a pair of shoes because they were worn by Kanye West once. £1 million to smell Kanye's feet sweat? Just all kinds of creepy. But I guarantee you, if by comparison, a footballing peasant like Aaron Connolly of Brighton had done the same thing to Pepe, oh, the referee would be reaching for the red card so quick, he'd get whiplash on his wrist. Which is ironically what Piers Morgan probably had when his best mate Ronaldo ripped off his shirt at the end. But of course, Ronaldo can do whatever he wants, right? I mean, look at this video.
Yes, you don't do that to the king of football. You have to respect a player like CR7. In my opinion, it should have been a punch instead of a slap. When this happened, I know Ronaldo will give him another kind of answer. Lol, this was Dara highlight of his career. Deserved it for sure. Don't be disrespectful to our GOAT.
Honestly, these people, Ronaldo girl probably turn up at your house and decapitate your mother in the kitchen and you'll still be begging him for a selfie. The man can't do any wrong. Like, I'm sorry, do you think you're watching a Jake Paul fight? You're all expecting Ronaldo to what? Break his nose because he rolled the ball away. He is a defender. It's literally his job to disrupt and prevent. Get the mental edge, anything. Good Christ, Ronaldo's someone who got his friends sent off to the World Cup. Anyway, whatever Dara O'Shea did, it worked. Because apparently slapping pudding centre backs isn't Ronaldo's ideal preparation for a spot kick. Because he missed the 28th penalty of his career. Listen, the likes of Samir Handanovic, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Victor Valdés, all top keepers, they've saved us penalties, sure. No shame in that. I mean, you also had them saved by Rob Green and Chris Kirkland. Goalkeepers would probably get injured opening a packet of crisps. But in this case, his penalty was saved by Gavin Bazanu. You know, a 19-year-old legend from Dublin. A guy who in another life would be studying sports science at Trinity College and spending his Saturday nights fighting off the advances of middle-aged nurses and coppers. This is the current Portsmouth #1. On loan from Manchester City, he's got less than 50 career games under his belt. And you can already stick a photo of this moment on the fridge. 3 years ago, he was saving a penalty at Cork City. Now, Ronaldo, this is incredible. You legend. I mean, last season I thought it was weird that a European champion like Caoimhín Kelleher was playing second fiddle to Paul McShane's teammate at Rochdale. But no, now I understand. Lads, right now, Brazil have both Alisson and Ederson facing off, keeping goal in the Manchester City versus Liverpool title derbies. Give it 5 years and we're going to be tuning into a Super Sunday watching Man City versus Liverpool featuring a goalie from Dublin against a goalie from Cork. You're going to be our best goalie since Shay Given. I can feel it in my nutsack. Listen, as for the record, listen, it's a nice achievement to sit at the top of the pile. It's incredible, but international football is not entirely an accurate reflection of the truly top-class goats of the game. If it was, we all assumed that Ali Day of Iran was some feared Ballon d'Or addict. No, he's a guy who used to be second lieutenant for the Iranian Air Force, was playing for something that sounds like the local bank, and throughout his time in the Bundesliga, mostly moved about as if his leg muscles were made of broccoli. And third on the list is Mokar Dahari of Malaysia, somebody who spent the 70s banging in goals against Singapore, Sri Lanka and Thailand. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but can you really compare Ronaldo's goals at World Cups and European Championships to trickling the ball past part-time Indian carpenters on pitches that look like a sewer tank? Let's be real here, the short amount of pointless, needless friendlies in international football these days, they play more games. I mean, it's why Neymar's going to end up as Brazil's record goal scorer, because the likes of Pele and Ronaldo didn't bother with midsummer friendlies against Mali and Kuwait, although when Pele said he probably still thinks he's the top goal scorer in football. I think he counts goals that he scores even against gets his grandson at the beach. Lads, only 2 footballers have ever played more international football matches than Ronaldo has. A midfielder from Egypt and a striker from Kuwait. Ronaldo's had 180 chances to score in a Portugal shirt. There should be no surprise in this. He was always going to end up topping this chart. But listen, great achievement for Ronaldo all the same. Absolutely words can't describe him. But in this case, I'm just sick we didn't win the match. Anyway, listen. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while.